Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This was the last part of Sunday morning. As Chico had spent so much time trying to break out, I broke him out and I took him over onto the mountain. Smudge was heading home, so we walked home with her, and Ginger and Tiny Tim were around. Smudge didn't mind, the company was okay. Apart from Tiny Tim, who decided to have an argument with his sister Ginger. Chico was more than happy to be out and about, exploring. There they go. I muted the original audio on this because the cicadas were so loud that the hissing was bad. And I know some of you are susceptible to the noise, so you just got my voice instead. Smudge takes it all in her stride. She's seen it all before. They were having a disagreement in the weeds, but then eventually Ginger comes over and joins us. Tim stayed in those weeds. He was listening, watching, whatever. And all he did was he crept across the front of that land, and then he headed on up. We'll run into him again later. Chico wasn't bothered. He's never been here before. These were all new smells, all new obstacles, and he was going to explore. I was there. He wasn't going to get into any trouble. This is an easy climb anyway. And it'll be good for him. Later on in the year when it's cooler and other cats are out, he will already know where he is. At some point I will bring Pepper out with us now that she's feeling better, and probably Hugo. I don't think I'll bring Wolfie over. He's happy with his garden and the terrace. He's happy to just wander around. That's all he really needs. Hugo, he might be interested. Here comes Ginger. And here comes Smudgy. Got some updates for you. Pepper her temperature is back to normal. She's got 5 days more of antibiotics because of her cough, although she hasn't coughed since early yesterday morning, but she stays on that course anyway. But the vet is happy with her. She's eating well, she's drinking, she's got energy, so she's good. Tigger, the swelling has gone completely, the bite mark has healed up completely. He's back to hassling the crows on the wall. He's good to go as well. Hugo and Wolfie are both on eye drops twice a day. They will need operations at some point, but if I can defer it just now. Chico is the most important. I cannot get eye drops into him whatsoever. He fights like a lion, and so his operation is booked in for next Thursday, I think it is. Donations. What I can do, what I'm allowed to do, is link a PayPal to my YouTube channel, there is a minimal charge from PayPal, but the bulk of your donation will stay as is and come to me as is. I haven't set the PayPal app up yet. I couldn't do it yesterday, there was a problem with the internet. So I'll try again today. Once it's all set up and linked, I will let you know, and then how to do it. Ruth, your offer. Yes, I will take all the help I can get. I have tried emails to shelters, but as yet I haven't had any response. So if any of you do have a shelter, rescue centre nearby, or that you know of, and you're happy to go and ask them or tell them about the channel, as I say, I will take all the help I can get. It was actually somebody from here that gave me the idea. They know of a shelter, or use a shelter, and the people at the shelter have said that they have trouble placing blind kittens and cats because nobody wants them. That's what I thought about sharing the channel. So as I say, if you're willing to do that for me, then yes please. Green Spirit Arts. I'm not irritated by Chico. I'm going from memory now about your comment, so if I haven't got it completely right, just bear with me. You know, when the blind kittens come to me, they're just starting their life. So literally, they jump straight into freedom. But those three cats, Chico, Hugo and Wolfie, all they've known their lives is an enclosure, a metal enclosure with a hard standing floor. So to see those cats, especially Chico, exploring round, running, playing. I mean, Chico playing with Pepper. Oh no, now Pepper has moved on to Wolfie. Those two are playing. She originally started with Hugo. They're all playing. To see those cats walking, exploring under their own steam, around the garden, playing with the other cats. Chico has already tried climbing a tree. To see all that, for me, it's all worth it. What worries me is not the cats or the amount of cats that I've got. It's cars and the people that drive them. When I first started with the blind cats 7 years ago, this was a sleepy mountain village. Our roads were made for for donkeys and carts. There was more traffic around at the weekend, but that was about it. Now, there are so many people pouring onto the island, and the vehicles are getting bigger and bigger, more powerful. I mean, the local people, they know I've got cats, they know some of them are blind, and in general, they're great. They tend to slow down. You do get a few, but it's the foreigners, the outsiders, that they want to drive fast in these huge cars, SUVs, and they won't ever reverse. If there's a meeting of two of these vehicles, neither one will ever reverse. They keep inching forward, and they have to squeeze past. Anything that's caught on the road doesn't stand a chance. That's what irritates me. So, Tim has made his way across the land, and now he's climbing up. Chico is still exploring. We weren't going to be out for long, we couldn't. It was getting hot, and I just wanted to climb up I think it's about 3 banks, till we get to the ridge, and then I could take him back to the road and carry him home. As I say, Smudge didn't mind, and Tim was still out for a game. You can't really take any offence at Tim because he's not a tough cat. He's with his sister. Although I think she finds him more irritating than anything else, especially on a hot day. Chico doesn't take any notice of him. Chico wants to be top cat. He'll stand up to William. The only one he won't try, he has tried with Fergus, but Fergus gives him one of the heavy paws. Smudge was relaxing. Then she decided she wanted to have a cuddle. I was sitting on some wild olive. The problem is with wild olive, it's just all thorns. I mean, there's no thorns on an olive tree, but the wild olive foliage, yeah, that's vicious. Smudge has got an ear infection. As soon as they start shaking their heads, I know it's starting. So there's something here called Stronghold Plus. Well, there's a few spot-ons, but Stronghold Plus is one of the best. I was using Oridermal cream, but it's like 40 odd pounds a tube here, and it needs 2 people. One to hold the cat and to get the tube into the cat's ears. Otherwise, you end up losing so much of it. But I mean, the Stronghold isn't cheap. But if I can get it onto the backs of the necks, well, I can get it onto the backs of the necks quite easily. So, and it takes about a month to clear the ears. That will suit me, and it'll be great for the cats. So I just got to find a vet that stocks Stronghold. That's the last slope where Chico is, that goes up to the ridge. Tim was still clowning around, but as I say, Chico doesn't take any notice of him. And then Tim spots his sister. and he gets the big eyes. There he is. And they're off again. Smudge didn't care, it was too hot. We parted company shortly after this. She goes over to the right to where the boulder field is, and she's got a spot up there. It's perfect, really. I've been up there with her. It's underneath some trees, it's shaded, it catches a breeze up there, and although she's only got one good eye, she can see everything that moves on that land in front of her. And then of an evening, she comes down for a dinner. These two were over to one side. They were underneath, this tree. I couldn't get to them. So I climbed up to the top and tried to come at it from a different angle, but I still couldn't get down there, so I left them to it. He eventually made his way over to me. When I carried him home, he was no trouble whatsoever. They never are. It's like they must have that burst, that initial burst of adventure, excitement, getting out of a morning, doing something. Once they've had it, they're quite happy to come home and settle down. Plus the fact it's too hot to do anything anyway, so they spend the rest of the day in some shade, sleeping, or in the house. It's just being able to get them over onto the mountain safely. So there's the path, that's the path that we normally take that goes up across the front of the mountain down to Deemore's channel. Then we found Ginger. She went down the bank again, so I left her down there. Hope you've all enjoyed the video, everyone. And as usual, if you'd like to know more about the cats, please do give us a like and subscribe, or a watch even if you just want to do that. That's all good. And I'll try and see you again a bit later. Depends how long it will take me with this software. Talk to you soon, everyone.